So this is a video response to I don't know how to say it, Sadhguru or I'm sorry, I'm a whitey, but um, he made a video called "Does God Exist?" And part of his video, how he I was kind of listening on and off, but he was talking about what I think is America, how people can push there being no God, and people can push there being a God to the same extent. And I actually kind of support this. I support this because in America, in the States, I'm putting you in my window so you can see me clearly. In America, the logic is, and it's changing rapidly, but it's been for a long time. Well, of course, God's real. How could you not believe in God? There's signs all around you, and what this is Christians being optimistic and seeing things in a way that is congruent with what they believe in the Bible. I think a lot of Christians invest a lot of faith in fairy tales, and to a point that's acceptable, but we got to believe in science. When science says this Bible story could never have happened based on the terms that the Bible or the Christian church is peddling, we need to react to that. But I think society needs people like Christopher Hitchens and the Richard Dawkins. We need people to push people to say, well, what if there is no God? Because sometimes the middle ground doesn't speak to people. To me, I sort of sit a little closer to the atheist side. I'm not saying there is no God, but until I get real evidence, I'm not going to obey a bunch of ancient rules to gain my salvation. It's foolishness. It's throwing away your life. It's idiotic. I still kind of invest some sliver of hope of if there is a God, but in my opinion, we should just investigate everything. And it's harmful to me personally to invest hope in something that may never be proven. Christians can say through prayer they get this or that, but you have no clue where this is coming from. And some people say, well, the Muslims aren't getting product from their prayer, the Christians are. I don't care. There's no evidence for any of this. And you can say, well, this person recovered after prayer, but there's a really strong placebo effect. There's just not enough evidence. There's not enough evidence to really invest hope. Really invest hope. People, I was just taught to fully believe in God, and it sucks when you get to the age where you have so many questions. It's just not a possibility, and you know so much about science that a lot of what happens in the Bible is just laughable. So my point is, I think we should be a society that is communicating with each other, debating with one another respectfully about, is there a God, is there not a God? I don't think it's effective to be disrespectful. I've met many atheists, especially here in Portland. It's a very hip thing to disrespect Christians. There's a lot of Christian doctrine I don't believe in, and that I go after Christians all the time, but I am pushing them to question their doctrine because it's healthy. And what are we afraid of if we question our doctrine? We're going to find out it's not true? Well, if it's not true, then isn't it a freeing thing to figure out? And if it is true, why are you so afraid to investigate? There's so many Christians that I was taught don't hang out with when I was a kid. Don't hang out with non-believers. Don't investigate demonology. Don't smoke weed because it's evil. Religious bullshit. If you're so certain that your God is real, why are you intimidated by learning? If He's truly there for you, what are you waiting on? And also to me, the what ifs, what if there's a God, not having a real answer is actually causing me to learn more than if I just had the answers immediately. And it's a more it's a more exciting life. It does, and even if you're a Christian, I don't really think you have more answers than I do. you can say the church gave you an answer, but in the end, we don't know. We don't know shit about this stuff. I like to talk to people that believe they know more than me about stuff, believe that they have achieved a certain level of spirituality that I don't understand. But investing my heart into it is something I'm not ready for. Anyway, there isn't a true point to this video. It's mostly just me sharing my opinions after the YouTube video I mentioned filled my head with thought-provoking things, and now I'm just regurgitating back what is going on inside my brain, because that's the name of this channel, Gabe's Brain. It is about my brain, and not so much a method to blow up my persona or get me attention, but I want to encourage people to think about thought-provoking stuff, and it's fun to interact with people about important matters, because religion's very important. Religion may be the most important and interesting topic of today, along with science, side by side. Anyway, that's all for now.